How to use market conditions tool by DAT, beginner friendly. In the previous video, we talked about how to use load board if you even never touched a load board. So in today's video, we'll be focusing on market conditions. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Kamal. I had my own trucking company. Then I started dispatching other people's trucks as an independent dispatcher. Then I taught thousands of people how to become independent dispatcher. So in this video, we'll be talking about how to use market conditions. It's a beginner friendly. Now, we're taking to the next level. Why? Well, because we'll be using data to predict what will happen, let's say tomorrow or after tomorrow, when we position our trucks. That means we'll be strategically positioning our trucks. Here's what I want you to do. Click on the market conditions. Then this will pop up. Now, I want you to close this second one. You don't need that. Once you become a pro at it, then you can basically search into different markets simultaneously. But for now, I want you to focus. Very straightforward. This is the US map, and DAT shows you by color grading, showing states. Like you can see, some colors are blue, some colors are yellow or orange-ish, and then you have red. When you have a lot of loads in specific state, for example, in Georgia, if there are too many loads but less trucks, and then that state will turn into red. Red in this case means hot. That means hot market. You need to go there. Why? Well, because there are too many loads, less trucks. A lot of competition among brokers. Why? Because they have less trucks available to move these loads. What if we have too many trucks? Now we have less loads. Now competition amongst carrier. If we have this types of market, then color will be blue. That means cold. So if it's hot market, go there as a carrier. Look for the loads as a dispatcher for your carriers. Why? Because too many loads, less trucks. We also will be talking about load to truck ratio. How many loads for each truck in that specific area, if you will. And again, maybe it's too much, but relax. Is very straightforward. Now with the blue, as I already mentioned, too many trucks, less loads. We have colors like yellow. Yellow means neutral. That means it's something between hot market and the cold market. There's something in between. My recommendation is always use hot market. Now what we're going to do, as we did on the previous video, and again, if you didn't watch, please go back and watch that video. I'll include the link below the description. Please check those links. We will set up first. What we are going to do now, the location will be specific state or specific city that we are testing. For example, we want to see what's happening in that specific state. We have Atlanta, Georgia for now, van trailer, flatbed trailer, reefer trailer. Remember, next we need to pick a trailer type. In this case is the market that we're going into: flatbed market, van market, reefer market. Now we're searching specifically loads for flatbed. It highlights, it says Atlanta, Georgia, specifically for flatbed. What we have is 22.8. Look at this number. Remember we talked about load to truck ratio. That means 23 loads per truck. The truck that are posted. Very important to understand this. Focusing on inbound and outbound. What it means is that inbound, how many loads going into the Georgia, and outbound, basically how many loads going out of the Georgia. Negative 30D, that means what happened in the last 30 days. What happened in the last week, let's say, or so. It's 8 days. That means you can go back to 8 days and see what happened so you can forecast. Now, what happened yesterday? Current market, that means what's happening right now. And you also have the plus 8 days. That means you can predict in advance, but this is a paid or upgrade subscription or the version. We can definitely do that, but I don't have that ability. We have 3DZ, that means 3-digit zip code. That means granular level. We're not going into details. As I said, the general idea with this is to simplify and keep it simple so you can use it. Next, we have MKT, that means market. That's what it is. And XT means extended market. And then we have state level and then region and country. But you as a dispatcher, mostly you will be using either MKT, which is market, or 3DZ, that means 3-digit zip code. If you go back to one day, you will see this is very granular level, going into specific locations, and you can search for those specifically. Now that we have the basic understanding how to use market conditions, and we know these basic filters, how to pull those best paying lanes or the data that will help us to pull those loads, I want to give you the use case, if you will. I'll give you an example. Let's say if we have a truck located in Atlanta, Georgia, and that truck goes to Houston, Texas. Before going to Houston, Texas, but what I want you to do is search for Houston, Texas and see what is happening. That means if I book a load from Atlanta, Georgia, and if I deliver in Houston, Texas, will I be able to pull some good paying loads and go out of Texas and come back, let's say, hometown, which is Atlanta, Georgia? I'll give you an example. By looking at this map right now, look at what's happening in Texas. See, Texas, as we know, is huge. Now, look at Austin, -43. That means very loose market. Remember the colors that we talked about? Now, see, Houston is hot. That means red. Red means good in this case, right? What is it? Well, instead of going into San Antonio, but if we can deliver good loads in San Antonio, but getting out of the San Antonio will be hard for us. Now, logically, it makes sense to go to Houston. Why? Well, because we have a lot of loads waiting for us in Houston, Texas. And this, my friend, how to use market conditions in order to pull best paying loads for you and obviously for your carrier to make money. So in the next video, we'll be talking about how to get those carriers so you can dispatch profitable for them. If you like the video, please subscribe. I'll be doing more of these videos. Like this video, share it with your friends. And here's the good part. Type load board and I'll be doing more load board training specifically for you. Thank you.